Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of NET. For Spanish captions, change the CC settings to Service 2 on your television. Some room. In there for the touchdown. Coming home here in lane 5, well out in front of the field. And Malachek touches in a time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back state champions. We've got a terrific afternoon from the campus of Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Morrison Stadium in Omaha for the 2019 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships. And we kick it off this evening in Class B, the title game between the top seed Skutt and number 3 Columbus. And hello again, everyone. I'm Larry Putney along with Jeff Weller. It's great to have you with us from Morrison Stadium for another 2 days of state soccer championship action right here on NET. Well, the traditional power is Skutt, but you can hear behind us, maybe the crowd favorite is Columbus, which has never won a state title. And you got the feeling that John Arlt was really excited about his team's chances.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He says this is a very relaxed group. You know, Ivan Lopez comes in leading them against a very, very balanced Skutt squad.
So it should be a good one between Columbus and Skutt to kick it off. Columbus made the quick 90-minute drive from Columbus to here at Morrison Stadium. It didn't take Skutt long to get here from South 156th Street, so we've got a good showdown. Here is how they got here. Skutt was the top seed. They knocked off North Platte 2-0, and then Crete also 2-0. Columbus knocked off Gross in overtime, and then a little bit of revenge against Lexington, who they lost just a few weeks ago. They beat Lexington 2-1 to get here to this state championship. The 2019 NSAA Boys Class B Championships coming up next right here on NET Sports.
Education quest, take 4.
Why do you want to go to college?
I get to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Independence, living on your own.
I need to prepare myself for the future.
What's your biggest challenge in going to college?
Probably the hardest part is the application.
Deciding where I want to go.
College is a little scary. It's a lot harder and a lot more work.
The financial side of it is really confusing.
So what if you had a friend you could ask?
The values that Methodists bring is family.
It's important going through school that you're not just a number, that you're a face and that you're a name to a teacher. And so I loved the small class sizes.
What it means to me is that I found my foundation where I can build on my passion and I can embrace something new in my life. It is a place where I know that I'm supposed to be.
Watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Download the free NET Nebraska app today. Watch live streaming of the NSAA High School Championships, college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, and so much more. Get the app at netnebraska.org/apps.
Next time on Backyard Farmer, we'll be checking out some tools to help you relieve the stress and strain of gardening. We'll also be taking a look at oak tree selections that are a little outside the mainstream but will still thrive in Nebraska. All that and your gardening questions answered. Don't miss Backyard Farmer, Thursdays at 7 Central, 6 Mountain, right here on NET.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. I'm Ryan Mix as we get set for the Class B Boys State Championship match between Omaha Skutt Catholic and Columbus. The Skyhawks seeking their 6th state championship in school history, while Columbus is seeking their first ever state title. And both of these teams will have a different offensive attack. Omaha Skutt Catholic, very balanced offensively. No player has scored over 5 goals this year, and 14 different players have found the back of the net. Meanwhile, for Columbus, junior Ivan Lopez is a player to watch offensively. He has 23 goals this season.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Creighton University's Morrison Stadium in the 2019 NSAA Soccer Championship for tonight's Class B boys final matchup between the Skyhawks of Omaha Skutt Catholic High School and the Columbus Discoverers. We request that spectators not go onto the playing field at the conclusion of the game because of the possibility of injury to players and/or spectators. The Nebraska School Activities Association is not responsible for any injury caused by spectators rushing onto the playing field. In addition, we ask that fans do not climb on or lean over the concrete retaining wall surrounding the field. Walking out with the Omaha Skutt Catholic High School tonight is the U9 Madrid and Hotspurs of the Nebraska Football Club. Walking out with the Columbus High School this evening is the U9 South Sioux City Diablos. And now for the introductions of the players and coaches, starting with the visiting Discoverers of Columbus High. Number 0, Alejandro Morales. Number 1, Micah Sealock. Number 2, Adrian Pedraza Reyes. Number 3, Vasco Sita. Number 4, Antonio Jimenez Espino. Number 5, Ivan Rios Lopez. Number 6, Victor Salazar. Number 7, Jairo Rodriguez. Number 8, Kevin Palma Lopez. Number 9, Avery McMeekin. Number 10, Jorge Monsivais Hernandez. Number 11, Jesus Barro Partida. Number 12, Luis Chacon Gonzalez. Number 14, Juan Rodriguez. Number 15, Alexander Ortiz Espinoza. Number 16, Garrett Esch. Number 17, Blake Thompson. Number 18, Chase Trotta. Number 20, Alexander Larson. Number 21, Talon Strong. Number 22, Israel Robledo. And number 24, Christian Dierkop. The Discoverers underneath the leadership of head coach John Arlt, assisted by Philip Parker and Derek Bopp. And now for the home Skyhawks of Skutt Catholic High. Number 0, Zachary Weiss. Number 1, Joshua White. Number 2, Benjamin Bosbeck. Number 3, Owen Archer. Number 4, Caleb Voss. Number 5, Samuel Payne. Number 6, Ryan Zavadil. Number 7, Colin Kiekler. Number 8, Carson Lindquist. Number 9, Andrew Davidson. Number 10, John Myers. Number 11, Robert Trout. Number 12, William McMean. Number 13, Zachary Urada. Number 14, Samuel Vandenberg. Number 15, Connor O'Doherty. Number 16, Ryan Witt. Number 17, Parker Tooth. Number 19, Patrick Hoodie. Number 21, Nicholas Chambers. Number 23, Kyle Hansen. And number 24, Charles Fletcher. The Skyhawks under the leadership of head coach Justin Zabwa, assisted by Matt Bragg, Michael Kluver, Eric Benzel, Will Pope, Joe Connick Wilcox, and Peter Connick Wilwerding. Respect and good sportsmanship are essential for high school athletics. The Nebraska School Activities Association encourages good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. During each game, fans, players, coaches, and bench personnel of both schools should demonstrate respect, sportsmanship, and ethical behavior at all times. Support your team and exhibit good sportsmanship. The Nebraska School Activities Association congratulates Skutt Catholic High School and Columbus High School on their athletic excellence and sportsmanship, and welcome their teams, their coaches, students, and families to the 2019 Boys State Soccer Tournament. Your officials for tonight's game, referee Shane Lebenz, assisted by Andrew Shinneman, Mark McNamara, and Brian Anderson. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of the national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be sung by Carter Persley, a senior from Aurora High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ready to go here at Morrison Stadium. The Class B Boys State Championship on the line. This begins the first of our 4 matches over the next 2 days right here on NAT. Of course, Class B kicks it off early this evening, and then later this evening at 7:30 we'll be back here with the Class A matchup. That should be a good one as well. True traditional powers in Creighton Prep and Millard South. And then, of course, tomorrow the girls Class A and B showdown. We've got terrific weather. If you think about what we've had this spring and over the last few days here in Nebraska, you could not ask for better than 70 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Says 11 miles an hour. Might be gusting a little more than that. If you look at the flags, they're coming strong out of the south, heading into the north. Likely one of the reasons that Skutt, after winning the toss, chose to defend the north goal and have the wind at its back in the second half. Would you agree, Jeff?
Absolutely. That can come into play late in the second half. You know, you make a team play into that wind the whole first half, and then you switch the field and see what you can get.
Well, let's take a look at the goalies for these two teams. We'll start with the Discoverers of Columbus. In goal is Alex Morales. He is a senior, 16 games in goal this year. Allowed 16, but 93 saves for the Discoverers, who come in at 16-4 on the season. The top seed in the Class B Boys tournament coming in at also 16-4 was the Skutt Skyhawks. Skutt will be led in goal by Zachary Weiss, or is it Sam Forrest? So we have Zachary in goal, 16 games, 14 allowed. So Zachary Weiss is in goal, the sophomore for the Skutt Catholic Skyhawks. Skutt, as we said, the top seed coming in at 16-4. Had a very tough schedule. They've played Prep once already this year. Lost to Prep 3-1. We'll see Prep later tonight. Their 4 losses: Millard North, Papillion La Vista South, South Sioux City. Those last 2 in overtime.
These teams not playing each other this season. You'll be interested. You probably have a little bit of a feeling out period as we get started. As Skutt goes out here, they're going to be looking with their outmanning them in midfield with 5 in there to keep the ball, make Columbus chase. I know Columbus is going to approach this. Can they be disciplined and keep with their marks and not ball watch?
So with Skutt defending the north goal, it will be Columbus taking, and that will be Ivan Lopez for Columbus. Lopez leads this team on the year with 23 goals. Will likely be the best player on the field. Nearly give it up early here. Good pressure by Skutt on ball.
You know, Skutt's definitely going to want to keep an eye on where number 5 is most of the night and make sure they're accounting for him. No easy chances. Gets the ball, no opportunity to turn. Just body him up and make it difficult on him.
Lopez had a couple of goals in the semifinals to extend his total to 23 on the year. Discoverers have never won a state title in soccer. They were in this championship game back in 2009. They were the runner-up that year, lost in overtime to SCOTUS after wins over Lexington and Skutt. So they did beat Skutt here in the semifinals back in 2009. So here's Morales with the goal kick.
Just really an awesome soccer culture in Columbus these days. As you look at from the club level, they've got that feeder system that feeds SCOTUS, which has been a Class B power, and then Columbus has been back and forth between A and B, and you get them here in the B tournament in the final. Just shows you what's going on in that town is some really positive things.
Jimenez called there. Antonio Jimenez called for the foul on Caleb Voss. Voss with good ball pressure.
Skutt gets it in a dangerous area here. You know, as Columbus, you kind of treat this as a corner in this position. Can you defend it the same way? Skutt looking to attack it pretty similar to a corner.
Andrew Davidson, who has 5 goals on the year and 4 assists, will send this in to the near post and just over the top of the crossbar. And wondering if we had a hand there, but it was not called, so it will be goal kick for the Discoverers.
Ball in a dangerous area there, just trying to get a flick on, see if you can sneak it in near post or see if you can get something that goes through and rolls into a teammate.
John Myers with that flick on goal. Good first attempt there for the Skyhawks. Early on here, Jeff, it looks like Skutt has been controlling the midfield, and that's one of the keys for Columbus.
Yep, they're just looking to, like we talked about, they've got that man advantage there in midfield. Can they keep it? Can they find those easy passes? They're looking to try and get in those little gaps so they can get turned and then run at those defenders from Columbus and make them make some decisions.
Boss back on it there, but taken away. Now into Ivan Lopez. He drops it off for Davidson, who was closely guarded.
Watch your back shoulder, boss. Come on. Get ready. Stay with him. Double. Yes, good work, Black.
On Ceballos, off his foot and out. Skutt with the throw-in. That will be a throw-in for the Discoverers here early on in this Class B championship. Good takeaway there by Connor O'Doherty, the senior mid. Skutt plays it up to the mid. 50-50 ball won there by Skutt, and now Skutt with control taken away. And that will stay with the Skyhawks.
Just kind of settling in here at the start of this one. Teams kind of feeling each other out, trying to get their legs underneath of them, figure out what the other one's doing, get themselves comfortable, get those nerves out. Not a lot of these guys have been in this situation before, so always important to get those first few minutes and get your feet under you.
Here's the ball ahead after the take by McMeekin. And we'll see what the call is here. Maybe none, but Ceballos with the run had an opportunity there. Check that. That was Garrett Esch.
Yeah, Columbus playing the ball in the area, kind of trying to move defenders there, seeing what they can get. You know, just a little too much shoulder from Esch there as he fights to win that one, and coming out for a free kick for Skutt.
Taken away here by McMeekin. McMeekin ahead. Cleared out of there, nearly cleared out by Sitta. And here are the Discoverers the other way. Again, Skutt back into their scoring half. Jimenez brings it back, tries to switch. Zavadil knocks it away. Ball forward, but handled easily by Zach Wise.
Ball out, gives a little time for Columbus to get reorganized, kind of reset the defense and figure some things out, trying to keep things in front of them like we talked about, just being disciplined with their marks. Keep it in front of you, go with your man, play simple. So far, we've kind of seen the teams be pretty direct here when they get opportunities. Not seeing much building yet. I think that kind of plays into the whole getting the nerves out part as we get started here.
Skutt doing a nice job here early on Lopez. A couple of men on him every time he touches. Footwork there by Robledo. Skutt takes it away. Taken away here is Lopez, and Ivan Lopez up to Esch. Esch into the 18. And taken away there, kicked out and cleared by John Myers.
Good defending as a group there. You can really see how Lopez and Esch work really well together. Coach Arlt talked about that twosome, and it really gave him a nice compliment when you have two big physical bodies that are up there that have the speed and the ability to win those balls and just spin off of defenders. But nice job by Skutt defending there to kind of clear the lines.
Ball ahead there, nice job by Rodriguez. Here is Ivan Lopez. Cleared, it'll be Skutt's ball. Robledo with the throw in. Robledo, good footwork there. Taken away, sit up. Ahead to Esch. Left foot, and there is Wise. That was McMeekin with the shot.
Great step there. First thing he does, wins the ball and looks to connect the pass and get it into a dangerous area. Nice play from the back there.
So here's Skutt back into there, scoring third. McMean with it. Nothing there on the two-man game. Here's Esch battling for it. Here's Monsabias with nice footwork. Well there by Juan Rodriguez. We talked to Coach Arlt about Juan Rodriguez, who's just a freshman, had great things to say about his future.
Yep, said he was really a leader back there. Wasn't afraid to take that vocal leadership role, organizing things. Important job when you're in the back line to have those defensive captains that aren't afraid to organize the people that are in front of them or organize those other groups that are in the line with them.
Nice job there by Jesus Barro, the senior defender, deflecting the shot, and it'll be a corner upcoming for Skutt. Davidson will take the corner. Davidson sends it in. On the near post, handled by Morales.
Great take by the keeper. You like to see a goalkeeper that doesn't have any fear about coming out, making a call and making a ball his. That really takes the pressure off a defender when you have a goalkeeper back there with some good size that's not afraid to come out and win those balls in the air.
So stoppage here for some substitutions. In for Columbus is Giovanni Rodriguez. Also Adrian Pedraza coming in for the Discoverers. Good body there by Esch to keep control, but taken away. Take by Bosbeck, who's now in the game.
Good clearance by Sitta, just again kind of relieve the pressure, allow them to get organized, keep things in front of you.
Esch can't control.
Really the first opportunity there that Skutt receives the ball between the lines and is able to turn and kind of run at the Columbus defenders. Puts them under a little bit of pressure. Nicely dealt with, though. Cleared the lines, and Skutt rebuilds and gets organized. Skutt really trying to play their game here, just being patient, building, knocking the ball around, trying to find those gaps, play a ball in, make them make a decision, win a foul, win another free kick here.
Here's another look at that. Jimenez called.
Good battle, just gets the arm up under there and creates a little advantage for himself.
So here's Davidson with the free kick for Skutt. Right at it, handled again by Alex Morales. Right on goal from Davidson.
Both teams with one shot on goal. Skutt with the save.
As we're nearing the halfway point here of this first half of play. Juan Rodriguez ahead to Pedraza. Pedraza into Esch. Nice job by Skutt defensively. Pedraza with the throw in.
As we watch Columbus, they get the ball, get their heads up, really looking to target those forwards, playing to Esch and to Lopez's feet, and allow them to kind of lay off and then run beyond there. So very much see what they're trying to do here today.
Davidson up slowly. Here's another look.
So he comes in a little late, just gets him with the knee. They had a handball on that one there.
So free kick upcoming for Skutt. It'll be Ben Bosbach.
Caleb Voss will take it with the left foot. And Morales, no trouble. This, as we said, for Skutt, the 19th trip to state. They've won titles in 2003, 4, and 12.
They've got a long history at this tournament, and you know, if you look at their coaching staff, they've got coaches that have not only coached in this game now, but have also participated as players. So they bring some of that knowledge, and you can translate that onto the guys of really kind of putting yourself in their shoes and let you know what they're going through, so you know how to approach it with them. and try to keep things even-keeled and as normal as possible as you approach these games.
Good footwork here by Zavadil for Skutt. Here's the throw in by Patrick Hoodie. Drop back to Payne.
Patient.
Back to Myers as they reset. Back to Payne.
Patient, building, looking for their opportunities. They're content to keep it and probe for an opening.
Switch there, and Patrick Hoodie was there. We'll stay with Skutt here as it goes off of Columbus. You mentioned it. Justin Zabawa, the head coach of Skutt Catholic, won a title back in 2003. His assistant coaches, including Michael Kluver, won it in 2012. Eric Benzel won it in both 3 and 4. 5 total state titles for Skutt over the years. 3 and 4 back-to-back years. 7 and 8 were back-to-back years. Then 2012. Got here in 2015 under Zabawa. Lost in that title game to SCOTUS 3-0.
Right in the middle of that SCOTUS run where they had 3 in a row there.
There you see the titles that have been won as Skutt players and now coaching. We talked with Justin Zabawa last night, and he said he's always wanted this job. It's always kind of been special to him, not only this sport, but this school. And he was a new coach back in 2015. Thought maybe he was a little overwhelmed. Thought he'll be a little more prepared this time.
Message to his guys was just kind of embrace this moment, enjoy it. If they can take a step back.
Great bicycle kick and clearing it. Controlled there by Pedraza. Pedraza with the ball ahead. Bosbeck now with it. We'll try up the far side. Now the ball ahead, but there is Morales. No score here, nearly midway through this first half of the Class B state championship between the Discoverers of Columbus, who've never won a state title in soccer. They were runner-up back in 2009, and a traditional power here in Skutt. Looked like a handball not called there. Job defensively. It's that young freshman, Juan Rodriguez, 6 goals this year, a couple of assists. Talked to John Arlt. He says he has a bright future. One of the best mid-backs. So they're going to have a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. From Morrison Stadium, no score between Skutt and Columbus in the Class B title. We'll be back here in Omaha in just a moment.
Talk about public power for a second. Nebraska's electric utilities use a diverse mix of fuel resources to generate electricity. Wind, water, coal, nuclear, natural gas, solar, and methane. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you. Let's talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska's electric utilities pay more than $100 million to communities they serve each year? Those dollars stay local, helping to empower our hometowns. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Scoreless in the Class B Boys State Championship. Well, one of Columbus's players, Vasco Sitta, is over 5,000 miles away from home, but we're here with his host parents, Laura and TJ Oltman. So guys, what's it been like to have Vasco, who's from Milan, Italy, in Columbus, Nebraska with you guys this year?
Oh, it's been great. The opportunity to bring the Italian culture to Columbus, Nebraska, and then be able to share our culture with him as well.
And TJ, Vasco is a soccer player. He did say he played football and basketball, but soccer's his true sport. So what's it mean, you know, for you guys to watch him play in the state title and have a lot of fun out here?
Well, it's a big deal, I guess. I didn't watch much soccer, growing up or play much, but I know he's pretty good just by watching him. And to him, he's really excited and hope he wins so he can take something home back to Italy with him.
And Milan, a very large city, especially compared to Columbus. What has been the biggest eye-opener for him?
I remember when he first came, he just kept saying, oh, it's just such wide open spaces, and even being able to not take a bus somewhere if he wanted to go has been a big adjustment.
And it sounds like his parents might be watching from home. So TJ, as the time ends for you with Vasco, are you guys going to try and stay connected with him once he goes back to Italy?
Well, Laura's plan was to have one from Italy so we can go visit him later on when we go to Italy sometime. So yeah, I suppose.
That sounds like a pretty good plan, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, guys, thank you for taking the time, and I think it's really cool what you're doing for Vasco, so appreciate the time.
That's great. That's great stuff. Thanks very much, Ryan. I believe, his father, Fabrizio, played semi-pro ball in Italy. His mom, Lavinia Sitta, are watching, I believe, from Italy on the web. Of course, we broadcast this worldwide on the web, and so good to have them with us in Italy, watching their son probably play his first high school soccer match or soccer game of the season from Italy.
No better place to see the first one than when he's in the state title game.
You can get that web stream anytime, anywhere.
And you talk to Coach Alt about Vasco, and he says, it's just amazing to have a kid that he just thinks the game and picks up the game differently than some of the other kids, since it's been so interwoven into his childhood and as he's grown up. And the level that he's played at with some of the teams from Milan, where he goes and plays regionally, and then they get an opportunity to compete at a national level against some of those regional champions. Just a really neat experience for him.
I want to remind you, Spanish captions are provided as a service of NET for this game, and to get the Spanish captions, just go to your CC settings and select Service 2 on your television.
Try for the quick cross there to the head of Robert Trout. Just can't get it directed on frame. Goes a little bit wide, but starting to see a few more opportunities come from some of these balls in from the wide areas for Skutt here.
You heard Ryan say that Milan's a little bit bigger than Columbus. That might have been an understatement. Milan, 3 million people. I don't think there's not even 1 million in Columbus, is there?
I think they're a few short.
That's right. Boy, 3 on Lopez as soon as he touched. Tried the ball ahead. Cleared out by McMeekin, Avery McMeekin. Despite having the wind in their face, this first half is, you agree, Jeff, been controlled primarily by Skutt.
Yep, I think you're seeing what they wanted to do. They've so far been really kind of been able to exert their will on it, of sticking to their game plan. Can we keep it in midfield? Can we make Columbus chase? They're being very patient, just looking for those open passes.
Good ball by Ivan to Garrett Esch. They bring it in, left foot on goal, but right there is Zach Wise.
Columbus, though, a team you can't sleep on. They play a little bit more of a direct style, so they're going to be looking into those two forwards, Esch and Lopez, and those guys have the ability to to take the one opportunity that they get. They're big, physical, have no problems running past somebody.
Sitta sends that back. Back into the scoring third here for Columbus. Lopez again with 3 on him when he touches. Cleared back out, and you can see, we know that Lopez has been struggling a bit with a hamstring injury, and you can see maybe he doesn't have the burst that we saw earlier in the year.
Yep, that little bit just takes away some of that ability to make those runs past guys. You've seen him. You talk to Coach Arlt. He says that they've been able to target him a little bit more. He's been more of a target guy where he can play into his feet, and then you can lay off, and you can get Esch, or you can get some of the other guys involved, like Monsiváis, running off of them.
Taken away there by Lopez. Here's Monsiváis with it. O'Doherty goes off of the Discoverers. Thrown in there by White, Josh White, now to the game.
Really kind of starting to settle in here. Columbus is looking to avoid a big physical scrap. They tend to play a little bit more physical, but feel like they struggle against those teams that are going to be bringing the fight to them and being physical to them, being the aggressor. So so far, really a pretty clean game, though.
How do we call that? Monsiváis? He got the arm around in front.
And just as I say that, you get the foul.
That's right. So free kick here. Good header there by McMeekin to send it away. Esch or to Monsiváis. Monsiváis. All ahead. Pedraza tried to chase it down, but
love the idea, really trying to open up that field, make those Skutt defenders move. You start to make them move, you start to open up those gaps, and anything can happen at that point in time. Just to underhit a little bit.
Not much there for Lopez. Chased in.
Starting to open up here a little bit more.
Israel Robledo back in now. Also back in for Skutt is Ryan Savadil. Monsiváis right on as Bosbach takes it. Sent in near the 18. There's an opportunity. The cross pass not there and taken away by Sitta. Sitta will stay with it. Here's John Myers. That goes off of Lopez. Myers now with a throw in.
Had one of the extra balls get on the field there, so just had to stop and bring things back and take the rethrow.
Ivan Lopez with the shot, just wide. That is how quick Lopez can get off a shot.
Just gets an opportunity, gets turned, gets a half a yard of space, and why not have a go?
Strong leg there from Ivan Lopez. 23 goals on the year.
just as we talked about, he can quick strike. It can happen from about anywhere, so you can never really count Columbus out.
Lopez with it. Now back to Monsiváis to Lopez. Quick two-man game there. Jimenez fires it in. Looked for Lopez, not there. Monsiváis keeps it in. Jimenez with it again. Back to Lopez. Kevin Lopez that time. Here's McMeekin on the far side. And McMeekin now with a throw in. Ivan Lopez called with the foul there.
Just trying to create a little space for himself, bring that one under control.
Push on Davidson. Caleb Voss sends it in. And Morales pulls it in. Inside 10 to go here at Morrison Stadium in Omaha in this first half of play. No score between the Discoverers and the Skyhawks. Lopez with it.
Momentum shifting a little bit here. Columbus is starting to find their way in the game, having a little bit more possession, getting the ball in some more dangerous areas in the attacking third here. Talking to Coach Harl, he describes this group as very, very relaxed and just really coming out, letting it all hang out, playing with nothing hanging over him. He says this might not be the most talented team in Columbus history, but he thinks they're probably the closest team that he's ever had a chance in his 9 years at Columbus to coach.
Monsiváis here again. Kevin Lopez drops it off to Antonio Jimenez. Now back to Lopez. Far side McMeekin. And it'll be a corner for the Discoverers. First corner of the game for Columbus. So the man cornering this is McMeekin, Avery McMeekin, who was the runner-up in Class A at 160 pounds in wrestling. Fires that in, headed out.
Well done by Skutt to go up and win that. Those set pieces, those corner kicks like that into the box, really, in my opinion, really about desire, both attacking and defending. Who's going to go up and be willing to go win those balls before it hits the ground? Nice job there by Skutt to win that one.
Zavido's centering pass deflected.
Great counter there to really turn that opportunity for Columbus into one on the other end and win that corner for Skutt here.
You saw Jimenez there, ball first, no foul called. Yeah, the corner kick coming up for Andrew Davidson. Third corner kick here in this first half for Skutt. Davidson sends it in. Header near, tipped away. Near the goal, did not get in. What a save by Morales. Off the post, and Morales grabs it.
What an effort there. Open header, just saved by the woodwork. As you can see, ball in there. Great job of going up and winning. Great job by the goalkeeper to get just a hand on it to get it onto the post, and saves it with an outstretched arm and a strong hand to keep it from going over the line. Well done.
How How about Barrow as well, as you see another scrum there, finally out, and two players, both Morales and it looks like Sitta, are down on the pitch. Here's another look at that collision.
Just couldn't stop that momentum. Two guys really trying to make sure that they clear their lines. A lot on the line here for this one.
Ooh. Both still down as they're checking both McMeekin and Sitta. On that last scoring attempt from Skutt, the official header, official shot was from William McMean. And both now back to their feet. We'll be back here in Omaha in just a moment.
Sportsmanship is the golden rule of sports. You should always treat others the way you want to be treated.
Let the coaches coach, the referees ref, the fans cheer, and the players play.
The memories you make now will last a long time, but the lessons you take away will last a lifetime.
Right here and right now, I want all of you to decide. What kind of impact are you going to leave today?
NET Television expands your mind, enlightens your mind, inspires your mind, educates your mind, entertains your mind. NET Television opens up new worlds to you. Explore, travel, learn, discuss, debate. NET Television keeps you informed. Music, theater, dance, art, news. NET Television awakens your dreams, seeks to serve, strengthens our communities. We are Nebraskans. We are NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
Here's a look at that collision again. Sitta and Morales.
Looks like both guys are okay. Morales up at the center flag, ready to check back in when he gets an opportunity.
So 5:50 to go here before half. No score, but a great opportunity. And Skutt comes up short on a terrific save there by Morales, and a nice job by Jesus Barrow to pull that ball back off the line with the foot. Here is Lopez again. Up to Esch. Esch tried back to Lopez. Here's the throw in for the Discoverers. Back in now for the Discoverers is Sitta as well as Alex Morales.
Good to see.
Micah Seelock was out there momentarily. Both back on the pitch now.
Good to see those guys back out there. I know Columbus struggled a little bit with injuries this year. Silver lining to that was they figured out they had a little depth, and some guys could play at this level that they didn't realize could.
Here's Esch with it, trying to advance. Esch takes it up the far side. Tried to find Ivan Lopez, not there. Lopez still on it. Offside's called there. As we said, offsides.
Just gets himself in an offside position, comes back onside, and is the first one to touch it.
Again, here is Skutt in the attacking third, and that is centered across. Just missed an opportunity, but what a great center.
Look like Caleb Voss doing some great individual work to get that cross off. Gets it back there in a dangerous area. Just keeps working, beats his man. Spinning out of bounds, gets that one hooked right back across.
Busy Alex Morales here in this first half. Pulls that one in. Rodriguez tried to find Esch there ahead. And now Rodriguez throws it in off the header of Esch. Here's Lopez with it. Here's Rodriguez. Rodriguez through two defenders. Rodriguez crosses in. Opportunity there. Zach Wise, though, pulls it out.
Columbus finding most of their success working those channels down the outside, looking to beat their man, deliver those cross to those guys that are running on there in the center. Those bigger bodies that can go up and win it, or win something if it's smashed across the goal face a little bit lower. You just get something on it. You never know where it's going to go at that point in time. Just hope you get it directed towards goal.
So throwing coming up here from Columbus. This will be Juan Rodriguez throwing it in. Inside a minute and a half to go here in this first half of play. Joshua White back in along with Connor O'Doherty for the Skyhawks. O'Doherty will throw it in. Here is O'Doherty. Good takeaway by Pedraza. Lopez loses it. Here is Lopez now with it. Ahead to Esch. Now along the far side. Here's Rodriguez. Giovanni Rodriguez with it. He'll send that across. 30 seconds to go. Fires one away. With 10 seconds to go, we'll just about do it.
Definitely a much more open game here in the second part of the half, as you can really tell when nerves started to die down a little bit. People started to get comfortable.
So the Class B state championship on the line here at Morrison Stadium. Top seed Skutt Catholic and the third seed Columbus Discoverers are scoreless through the first 40 minutes. Let's go down to the field with Ryan Mix.
All right, thanks, guys. Here with Columbus head coach John Arlt. Coach, some tense moments there with your keeper, with the big save, but then the collision as well.
Yeah, and then my center back were both hurt at the same time. We're fortunate to be 0-0 at half. We've really been outplayed, so we need to just get organized, settle down a little bit. I think the magnitude of the game has gotten to us, which I didn't think it would, but Skutt's playing really well, so we just got to settle in, find our marks, and just start attacking.
Lopez hasn't got a lot of shots on goal, a lot of chances, really. What are they doing well to limit him?
Well, when he gets a touch, there's one guy there, and then there's usually one guy either behind that guy or here, so they've boxed him in. And he needs to recognize that, too, and find some of his teammates, because he can't do it all himself. And I think when we start talking about it here and finding some of our wing players, we'll get a little more action.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, Ryan, and thanks to John Arlt for joining us here before half. Best opportunity of the first half belonged to Skutt. Off the post, and then the save by Morales. No score here at half.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting,
or just a drive across the state. Soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
Pride of place is more than just a saying. It's a movement, driven by a desire to achieve and the unwavering faith of the fans. Like a town and its team, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Zoos are a great place to learn about all kinds of animals and their habitats, and so is NET. Through programs like Nature, Nova, and Rare, featuring Nebraska photographer Joel Sartori, we learn about the natural world, both near and far. Your financial support allows NET to acquire programming and produce local programs of interest to Nebraskans. Please help ensure the programming we value will continue. Make your contributions now at netnebraska.org. Thank you.
Think Wednesday on PBS for stories from the world around us. Stories from the saddle.
When you get that relationship, sky is the limit.
Ancient warriors.
Eurasian nomads unlocked the power of horses.
And blasting off.
A rocket revolution is upon us.
For stories that get you closer to life. Think Wednesday, starting at 8/7 Central. Think PBS.
Spanish captions are available for this broadcast as a special service of NET. For Spanish captions, change the CC settings to Service 2 on your television.
All right, welcome back to Morrison Stadium in Omaha. Halftime at the Class B Boys State Championship, scoreless between Columbus and Omaha Skutt Catholic. I'm joined alongside Ron Higdon, Assistant Director at the NSAA. And Ron, we have some really, really good matchups in these state championships the next couple nights.
Yeah, we do. Some matchups that people have been waiting for the entire season. So it's lucky that we have the opportunity to get them face in front of all these people. So we're pretty excited about all of them.
And soccer in particular, with this facility at Morrison Stadium, it seems like it's one of the most first-class state championships we have here in Nebraska.
Yeah, we're very fortunate. I mean, actually, a soccer-specific venue like this is probably top 5, top 3 in the nation. So to be able to have our high school state championships here is pretty spectacular. We have a great crew to work with, and they do everything they can to accommodate our needs, and it's really good. It's special for these kids to be able to play here.
How are the other state tournaments going right now?
They all overlap, so it's pretty busy right now. State baseball, then we flow right into tennis, and then into track, and then right after that we go into golf. So the spring is all packed together where, winter's all spread out, and so is fall. So spring is right on top of each other, and then you add graduations and all the things that go with that. It's pretty busy time of the year for everybody.
And thanks for bringing the great weather, too.
Oh, you know what? We're very fortunate to have this weather. We started off the week pretty poor. Rained on those first couple of games pretty heavily, and then the second day was pretty cold. Probably kept a few people out of the stands, but there's no reason not to come out tonight because we got an exciting matchup and great weather. Not much more you can ask for.
Thank you, Ron. You and your staff do a great job, and we appreciate all the work. And we'll be back with more at halftime. It's scoreless between Columbus and Omaha Skutt Catholic. Class B Boys State Championship.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers.
We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Methodist College is small and the faculty is very involved. I feel that they care about how I'm doing.
Nebraska Methodist put clinical work right there with the schoolwork. I knew I was going to be helping patients even during school.
Since starting Nebraska Methodist College, I have learned a lot about myself I love to learn, and I want to keep progressing and make an impact on patients.
The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is pleased to sponsor the NSAA Academic All-State Award Program, recognizing students and athletes who shine in the classroom and on the field. This statewide program recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and athletic achievement in over 20 high school sports and activities. We honor these exceptional students and all of the teachers, coaches, and parents who have mentored them. Together, we can continue to make Nebraska a great place to live, learn, and play.
Hi everyone, the NET production remote truck is on location ready for another live sports broadcast. Here's your invitation to join the NET Sports Partners Club and help ensure that the great sports we all love continue on NET. College athletics like Husker volleyball and baseball, and all the great high school sports state championships like girls and boys basketball, soccer, and more. Go online or give us a call right now and become a member of the NET Sports Partners Club.
Let's take a look at highlights from the first half, and I think, John Arlt probably said it a little more directly than you and I did when he said we're just not playing well, we're getting beat right now, and it did look like Skutt controlled much of the action in that first half. And here, the best scoring opportunity, Morales got a hand on it, goes off the post, and then reeled back in on a headsy play by Jesus Barro. Couple of good opportunities. Rodriguez takes this one in. And you saw two right on Ivan Lopez as he was in the six. So here's a look at halftime stats, and you see the shots on goal favor Skutt, both with 2 saves and 3 corner kicks for Skutt. You see anything stand out for you, Jeff?
I think the nerves that it looked like both teams were experienced as the game got started. I know I mentioned it, but when things really clicked in, Skutt obviously with the better opportunities. We'll see if, like Coach Arlt said, that Ivan Lopez can get some of his teammates involved if he's going to be marked out of this game.
Ryan Mix back down to the field.
All right, thanks guys. Coach, you had a really good shot on goal there. What'd you see there?
It was a corner. We've been practicing all week. He did everything right, headed it back down. Keeper made a fantastic save on it. They were able to cover it up. So we just kind of talked about that, finishing the opportunities that they're given, because they're few and far between right now.
What else did you tell the guys? I know you said your staff has experience at the state tournament, winning state championships. How do you try and leverage that with your players?
We just told them to go out and just keep playing the way we're playing. And, when given the opportunity, you got to take advantage of it. When you're in a finals game like this, you have to take advantage of those opportunities when they're given. And, all it takes is one. And, we'll just hope we can get it.
Thanks, Coach. Best of luck in the second half. All right, we're scoreless at Morrison Stadium. Class B state title between Columbus and Omaha Skutt Catholic.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you think about going to college?
I'm kind of scared.
I feel nervous a little bit. That's kind of a tough one. I'm not really sure yet.
I'm excited for college. How are you going to pay for it?
To be honest, I don't really know.
That's actually a really good question. So what if you had a friend you could ask?
Nebraska's rich history of high school sports is alive at the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame.
Interactive exhibits bring the action to life. Historic memorabilia preserve the rich heritage, recognizing teams, athletes, coaches, administrators, and community members. The Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame in the NSAA headquarters just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street in Lincoln. More at nebhalloffame.org.
Whether it's spring planting, fall harvesting, or just a drive across the state, soy biodiesel helps a diesel-powered engine operate in a demanding job. Soybean oil from Nebraska soybeans makes biodiesel a renewable fuel that's also environmentally responsible. The soybean checkoff plays a major role in supporting the use and availability of biodiesel. The Nebraska Soybean Board, growing opportunity from the ground up.
We're back in Morrison Stadium here in Omaha, Nebraska for the Class B state championship between the Discoverers of Columbus and Skutt Skyhawks. No score through 40 minutes of play. Skutt taking here for the opening of our final 40.
See if the theme of it opening up a little bit more continues on as we get started here in this second half.
Jeff, what kind of a factor is the wind in a, it's gusting maybe at 20, 25 at times, but it's fairly steady at about 10 to 15?
In this situation, it's not going to help a team like Skutt out as much. They're looking to play more on the ground, short passes, just amongst each other to move the ball. So not really looking for those balls over the top. They're super direct play. So it will help them out if they're looking to counter quickly, if they can find those opportunities. But for really how they want to attack this game, it's not going to be a huge factor. More on those free kick opportunities or goal kicks coming out. It's going to give them a little bit extra. May make it difficult for Columbus to judge that ball. It will become even more important for Columbus here as they try to stay disciplined and keep their marks or keep that shape at the back.
It may be more difficult for a team like Columbus who does like to go over the top, and it would be a little more difficult going into the wind as they are here in this second half.
Yep, you might try to see them play a little bit more on the ground to get those balls directly into those forwards' feet. If they struggle here, possibly, hopefully they can realize and make some of the adjustments there to maximize their abilities and the things that their kids can do.
Monsibias with the bloody nose, and they're playing on, and now we got the whistle. You saw Monsibias drop. Let's see again when it occurred.
Just one of those inadvertent things. Trying to create that space, have the ability to get that arm up there, get that space for yourself. Unlucky to get that in the nose.
So Monsibias will come out, and that'll send Adrian Pedraza back in for the Discoverers. Conversation down on the field as to whether or not it's
looking like the way they stop play. They're going to do a drop ball here, and it's going to go back to the goalkeeper and bring it back out. Just a little show of sportsmanship here.
Good control there by Bosbach. Then drops it. Now plays it ahead. Here's the center. Good job to knock off by Antonio Jimenez.
See Skutt being patient there, finds that through ball, gets an opportunity with a cross in there. Unlucky not to have anybody on the other side of it, though.
McBean drops it back. And Morales is there once again. And a cramp here for Pedraza. And good sportsmanship there by Zavadil. And back in now is Jorge Monsibias. He'll come in for Pedraza. You see Monsibias has the cotton roll. His teammate Avery McMicken knows all about those. Good flick back to Voss. There's Archer with it taken away. And then cleared on a nice play by Jesus Barrow. Barrow has done a nice job defensively.
Archer with a little flick pass and run around. Great job of coming in and defending there by Barrow to clean that up. Great to get the body position in there and cut him off from the ball.
Throw in here from Ryan Zavadil. Nope, check that. Zavadil will hand it off. Here's Bosbach. Lost it down in the corner. That'll be a goal kick.
Skutt keeping the ball down here in the attacking third. So far, Columbus doing a very nice job of staying organized and guys stepping in when they need to.
Drop and reset here for Columbus. Good hustle. That was Robert Trout with the hustle. Still on ball is Trout. And now Trout called with the foul. Great hustle there by Robert Trout, though.
Absolutely, putting the Columbus back line under a little bit of pressure. Just a little too handsy there towards the end, but great effort. Make them make some decisions, ask some questions of that Columbus back four.
Voss sends it ahead. Controlled there by Rodriguez. Robledo up the far side. Into Rodriguez. We'll check that to Lopez. Ivan Lopez. You heard Coach Arlt say right before the half, every time he touches it, he has one or two people in front and one or two behind.
Really doing a good job of covering him up. You got the guy in front of him to try and deny that pass into his feet. Then they always have a defender that's pretty close by, that's going to be right there to get touch tight and make it difficult for him to turn. You can see it now. They've got a defensive midfielder that's really just kind of shadowing him.
Push the back. Called on Archer. Five shots on goal for Skutt, 3 for Columbus, 3 corner kicks for Skutt, just 1 for the Discoverers. Here's a ball into the 6. Header is just off on a great opportunity there for the Discoverers. Monsibias had an opportunity.
Looked like they got him a little offside. Good ball in, just a little bit too early on the run. Skutt does a nice job of holding their line and letting him run off.
Tried to get the through ball. Nice header there by Hoodie to keep it away. Throw in by Hoodie. And the foul again will be called on Trout. Good communication there from Antonio Jimenez and his goalie Alex Morales, as Jimenez telling him to come get it. He had the defender covered up. Good hustle there by Esch to get on that. Throw in here for the Discoverers. Monsibius with it. And taken away from Monsibius, who gets it back. Monsibius into the 18. Center pass comes up short. Nice save there by Zach Wise. Got a foot on it, but not a strong one.
Columbus eking out a few chances here and there.
Ooh, nearly a terrific opportunity for Skutt there. Great hustle by Trout. Again, Robert Trout. Watch again.
Nice little through ball. Good job by Antonio Jimenez. Just a little shoulder to put him off. Looks like Skutt's playing a little bit more direct when they've got that wind with them. So change things up a little bit from what we thought they were going to do here as we've gotten on in the second half.
Knocked away. Rodriguez with it. Here's Robledo off to Monsibius. Now back to Rodriguez, but taken away. Skutt with the throw in. Well, nice job by Bosback to take that away. And then Esch comes up and gets it. Monsibius with a man on him. Robledo. Zach Wise picks it up. About 10 minutes has ticked away here in this second half. 30 to go. Class B title, no score between Columbus and Skutt.
Nice job by Jimenez there, just to kind of once again use that body to shield the player off, let that ball run out for the goal kick.
Into the game now for the Discoverers is Giovanni Rodriguez. He comes in for Robledo. Columbus this year got off to a 9-1 start on the season. The only loss in that stretch was to Lincoln Southwest, and then had some injuries and went through a stretch where they had lost 4 of 5. Losing to Lexington, Bryan, Scotus in overtime in a 5-game stretch. Here's Monsibius again.
Rebounded nicely, really embraced that idea of just playing, just playing with no expectations, going out there and enjoying themselves, embracing the opportunities, and you've seen the results as they end up here in the state title game.
Better opportunity there, as it was sent in by Monsibius. Here's Caleb Voss. Here's Archer with it. Violation called on Barrow. Jesus Barrow.
great initial step in, just gets a little too much shirt as he fights for the, as the two guys fight for that second ball there. Giving Skutt here another opportunity. Skutt probably going to look to try and put this ball right there between the penalty spot and the top of the 6-yard box.
Myers with the shot in. Header just high. Another opportunity there for Robert Trout. Trout, who has 3 goals and 2 assists on the year. He has been relentless.
Just looking to drop that in there, get a flick on. Nice job of going up and win that header by Trout. That area in between the 6 and the penalty spot, really kind of that dangerous area where a goalkeeper is going to have to make a decision. Do they come and they try to punch, or they try to catch, or do they stay on their line and try to make a save there? So a ball in there is really kind of a dangerous one, because then you also get defenders that are involved that they're trying to make a decision whether they go up and win it. So you can really create a lot of confusion back there. And a free ball hits the ground, and
here's McMean. McMean sends it in and had an opportunity. Joshua White was running there, and McMean feeds White. Here's another look.
Just can't get a first touch on it to settle it for himself. Good little look there in a dangerous area for Skutt.
Well, Skutt continues to get the better opportunities here in this second half. Has been unable to capitalize. Here's Esch, flicks it ahead to Ivan Lopez. Lopez stays with it. It'll be out off of Lopez, and Skutt's ball. There's your leading scorer on the year for Columbus, Ivan Lopez, 23 goals on the year. In fact, with the 2 goals down here at State, he tied the career single season goal mark for Columbus. Eric Mueller held the single season record, set way back in 1990, the first year of the program at Columbus High School.
Actually have the number 1, number 2, and number 3 guy here in attendance at this match.
Right,
number 1 and number 3 guy being in the crowd, and then Ivan Lopez on the field right now. They actually were able to get a picture together during the after the semifinal game. So you get a nice little piece of Columbus High School soccer history right there.
Yeah, Tyreek Kenning was second with 22, but with the 2 down here at State, Lopez has moved into second all-time, single season past him, and Eric Mueller still holds that single season record with 24. Here's you mentioned it. Here's the picture of all 3.
There's Mueller on the right, and there's Tyreek Kenning there on the left with Ivan Lopez. Soccer runs in the Mueller genes. Actually, Eric's nephew, Chris, is in his 2nd year with Orlando City in the MLS after a good college career.
So. Well, it's a record that has stood the test. There's no doubt that set in 1990.
You know, in talking to Eric though throughout the week, he is here cheering for his record to be broken. He would love nothing better than to see that one go down. He said, you know, records are made to be broken, so he's more than happy for Ivan to break that, or at least tie him.
29-year record. Bosbach sends it back now, and Skutt will reset. Loses control, taken by Robledo. And now Monsibias. Left it for Jimenez, but great hustle again there by Sam Payne. And Skutt winning those 50-50 balls right now.
Winning the 50-50s. Back line is doing a really, really nice job of keeping everything in front of him. Counting for Lopez with man in front, man behind, making it difficult on this Columbus attack. Great little battle there, just shielding him off.
Ryan Witt there, the freshman for Skutt, with the battle.
You talk about a freshman getting on there. Skutt had to replace 13 guys from last year's team. Talking to Coach Sabawa, he was worried about how things might come together with the chemistry, but said things really kind of gelled for him. Big turning point for their season was after they played Millard in the Millard North tourney. Not a good weekend for them. They went 0-2, kind of did some soul searching, took a look at themselves. Some injuries also forced some tactical changes, and he says they've been flying from there. So some good positive changes. The group has really come together, and it's really close.
Yeah, going 0-2 in that Millard North tournament. The low of that only surpassed by the high of then later that week beating undefeated Gretna, which really, I think, gave this team some momentum. Here's Esch. Here's Robledo with it. Robledo. Nice job there blocking the shot. Carson Lindquist got the foot on that for Skutt. Robledo again sends it in. Here's Esch. Goes off of, I believe it went off of Skutt. That'll be a corner upcoming for Columbus. And Robledo will take it.
Crack shot, just takes a little deflection right off his back.
So just a second corner kick upcoming for the Discoverers here in this Class B championship. Sends it into the box. And it's cleared. Right back in at well high. Strong leg there for Juan Rodriguez, the freshman for the Discoverers. Freshman defensive mid-back. We've got a timeout on the field, so when we come back, no score in this Class B championship. The final 20 minutes, 20 seconds is ahead.
Pride of place is more than just a saying. It's a movement, driven by a desire to achieve and the unwavering faith of the fans. Like a town and its team, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Lifestyle has a big impact on preventing and treating diabetes and high blood pressure. Some call these silent killers because they can have few or even no symptoms.
Diabetes is something that you never get to shut off. You know, there's a lot of things that they have to deal with every single day.
What you need to know about diabetes and high blood pressure on the next episode of NET's Good Healthy Life. Thursday night at 7 Central on NET World. Support is provided in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Nebraska.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by Education Quest, Nebraska Methodist College, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Soybean Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back at Morrison Stadium here in Omaha, Nebraska. Along with Ryan Mix, Jeff Weller, I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us as we bring you these state championships right here on NET over these next 2 days. The first of the four contests we'll be bringing you. This one, the boys Class B title between Skutt and Columbus, and we have no score. As we are at the midway point here of half number 2, 20 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. Here is Esch with it.
Monsibias there, getting a little bit too much advantage as he fights for the ball, fights for some good position there. Again, see if they can get that ball floated in there, kind of right between that penalty spot and the top of the 6-yard box.
Myers sends it into the box. The header near just over the crossbar. Morales had a hand on it, but could not find the back of the net on the header by Sam Payne.
Skutt doing a good job of finding that ball in some of those dangerous areas. Just can't get enough of a head on it or get the right flick to get that right over the top of the goalkeeper. But so far, the more dangerous chances here in this one.
They have outshot Columbus 7-4.
Looking for more of the same here. Can they go up and win it?
Still alive in the box. Jimenez with the foot on that to deflect it.
Josh White with the shot there. Attempted shot wins another corner for Skutt.
Headed out. The shot is off by Caleb Voss. Again, much of the play being controlled here by Skutt. They've not only controlled the mid, but back in now for Columbus is Robledo as he comes in for Giovanni Rodriguez. Skutt controls. Good job to control, now taken in. Here's Andrew Davidson.
Good job by Jimenez there to deny the opportunity to get into a dangerous area, makes him turn his back to goal.
Here comes McMean, sending it in, tipped away, still alive. Boy, nice job and good footwork there by Jimenez. And now we're going to have, looks like, was there a foul in the box?
Foul in the box. I think they've got Morales coming in and interfering with the play and the opportunity for the goal scoring opportunity. We'll see if he issues a card here or not.
Here's another look. He had ball first.
Coming in there.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Big moment here.
So the penalty was called on the keeper, on Morales. Great opportunity here for Skutt. Shot will be taken by Patrick Hoodie. Here's Hoodie. Too high.
Big opportunity there. Give them the lead. Lots and lots of pressure in those situations right there. I've been in that situation personally as a player. I've had other players that I've coached that have done similar things. So big pressure moment for him there. Unfortunately, not able to convert that one.
Well, we'll see if that can provide a bit of momentum here for the Discoverers. As Bosbach is called there. Controlled by Discoverers, but taken away by... And that's sent wide. Let's look at that penalty again called on Morales. Did he touch the ball first? Yeah.
Comes in, gets a lot of that right leg without really much ball there. Oh, he did get the ball a little bit, but did get an awful lot of the man there.
So you thought it was a good call, ball first?
I don't know that he necessarily got enough of the ball to say, hey, that's a good tackle. He got an awful lot on the follow through of coming to take him out.
We have the advantage of super slow-mo. Skutt continues the pressure here in the second half. You just get a feeling that they've been knocking on the door enough times that one of these it's going to open up. There's Payne with it. Payne handled by Morales as that rolls through.
The missed opportunity there has definitely gotten the Columbus crowd back into it. We'll see if that energy from them translates onto the field for the players here.
Barrow sends it wide over to Rodriguez. Ahead to Robledo, where here comes Robledo. Out of the middle. And just a little too long. Here's Lopez. Lopez off to McMeekin. McMeekin over the top of the goal.
Lopez serving as the good target man there. Doing some of the things that were talked about at halftime, getting his teammates involved, gets Meekin in down the outside channel there. So ball in, gets himself turned, gets a half yard of space, little ball, nice little through ball, good opportunity for a cross there. Ideally, he's probably trying to take that back to the top of the 6-yard box to those two guys that you see there on the back post. Just a little unlucky on where that cross ends up. Starting to see Esch and Lopez drop deeper into midfield to pick up some of those balls so they can get themselves involved in it. And, you know, Columbus is starting to have some opportunities by them checking back and serving as those target guys. So hopefully they're able to keep finding them. They can continue to put some of that pressure on that Skutt back line that so far hasn't been tested a ton.
Well, Columbus has not spent much time in their attacking third here, and here they are with the throw in. McMeekin flipped into the box, handled by Zach Weiss. I want to remind you the Class A championship game is coming up after this. That kicks off tonight at 7:30 Central. Immediately following coverage of this game, it's a battle of two of the powerhouses in Class A, one that many have wanted to see. It's Creighton Prep and Omaha South for the Class A title. This the rubber match between the two. Omaha South won the first, Creighton Prep took the second. They'll settle it for a state championship tonight at 7:30 right here on NET. But first, we'll have to crown a champion Class B. No score here between Columbus and Skutt.
So far, Skutt with the better opportunities. Had the missed penalty.
Ash will take a breather. Victor Salazar now in there for the Discoverers. Salazar with the fresh legs. Here's Robledo taking it away. Robledo down that far side. Robledo sends it across. Salazar with it. Tries to go black to Robledo, but eight shots on goal for Skutt. Half that many for Columbus. Back in now for the Skyhawks is William McMean. McMean coming in for Sam Payne. Inside 10 minutes to go here in this Class B state championship, still scoreless. And if we remain scoreless in 9 minutes and 45 seconds, we'll have overtime.
Nebraska High School, you play both 10-minute overtimes, no golden goal. So if somebody scores, we still get the 20 minutes.
Let's go down to the field to Ryan Mix. Ryan.
Well, guys, obviously high stakes for a state championship, but lots of history on the line, too. Columbus has not won an athletic team championship since 1993, and that was a tennis title. So all of the players on the field were not born the last time that Columbus won an athletic team championship. And Omaha Skutt Catholic, if they win, this would be their 6th state championship in program history, which would be a record tie for Class B along with Columbus SCOTUS.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. It's been a while for Columbus. If you think about some of the what are so-called major sports, you think about baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball. The last time Columbus won a title in one of those was 1972. So I don't think either one of my broadcast partners were born then. Am I right, Jeff?
You are correct. No, winning this title today for Columbus would obviously mean a lot, just for bragging rights of walking around town.
Yeah. We saw, the crowd from Columbus that's here tonight. Very vocal, loud early on. Tremendous student section. There's a good look. Great crowd on hand for this Class B matchup.
Awesome to see the community come out and support them on a beautiful night like this.
You'd imagine many of these will stick around also for that Class A matchup. So they're going to have a terrific crowd here for the Class A game. Nice flick there by Zavadil, who tries to chase it down. Taken away. Good take there by Robledo. And then loses it. Nice defensive play by Juan Rodriguez. Here's Robledo. They'll try to switch here. Back in. There is Monsibias. Sit away. Nice job by Sitta. Sitta defensively for Columbus, but right back on it. Shot in. Is off.
Getting very open here in the last few minutes here of regulation as we go end to end.
Tends to get a bit more frenetic here when time starts to tick away, right, Jeff?
Yes, it does, especially with a lot on the line. You get the end of a long season, short in terms of time, but a lot of games that are crammed into that period of time. So, the legs are going to be starting to feel it.
Still alive, Esch with it. Esch got the header, chases after it. Nice save by Zach Wise. One of the better opportunities that Columbus has seen here in the second half.
Absolutely. Some of those balls starting to ask a few questions to that Skutt back line. As we just mentioned, it's opening up a little bit more, getting a little bit nervy here at the end of things as legs get a little tired. So just isn't able to direct that clearance out away from goal. Puts his teammates under a little bit of pressure. Esch barreling in there, trying to win anything that he can.
Still down there attending being helped off is John Myers. So Myers, the sophomore defender with 2 goals, 2 assists on the year for Skutt.
Good to see he's okay and jogging off.
Coming in, Columbus knew they weren't as strong on the back line, knew they would have to do a good job of staying on their mark. Coach Arlt said sometimes they tend to watch the ball. They've done a nice job of that tonight. Skutt certainly had its opportunities, no doubt about that, and some very good opportunities as well. None better than the PK.
Oh, absolutely. Jimenez has been doing a great job. Also, Sitta coming up with some big clearances, stepping up and winning some balls and doing some great work in there.
I just sent it up to Witt. Still controlled, drop back. Skutt will regroup. Couple defenders caught square there. So here is Patrick Hoodie. Headed away and out. We are now inside 5 minutes, inside 4.5. Back in now for Skutt is John Myers. Joshua White will come back out. So Myers clearly fine as he's back in there. No score still here in this Class B title game between Columbus and Skutt. The Skyhawks with 2 wins of 2-0 here in these state championships. 2-0 over North Platte, 2-0 over Crete. And for the Discoverers, it was an overtime win over Gross, 2-0. And that win over Lexington, which was a team that the Discoverers had lost to just a few weeks ago, 5-1. Came back to win it 2-1 here in the semifinals.
Talking to folks from the Lexington side of things, they said that was a totally different team from Columbus that they saw in that second game here at the state tournament than the one that they played earlier in the year.
So Juan Rodriguez, who is limping there, will stay in. Here is Esch, who stays with it. Good job by that back line of Skutt.
plays advantage there.
Osbach with the switch, now flips it in. And McMeekin was there defensively for the Discoverers.
So played advantage on that earlier one, but then
we're going to have
back.
a yellow card here called on Kevin Lopez, the junior mid.
Referee doing a nice job of letting them play on, let the game flow, then can always come back and issue that caution after the fact.
Throw in here by Columbus. And back into the game now after that card is Kevin Lopez. Lopez will come in for Giovanni Rodriguez. Throw in here from Avery McMeekin. Good throw in by McMeekin, ahead to Ivan Lopez, who has it punched away. Rodriguez with it.
Looks like we're going to see another caution come here.
Yep. Good call.
Just steps in to stop him from getting that break, denying that opportunity.
That was on O'Doherty, who's been playing most of this season with a nearly torn meniscus since the preseason. Halfway through the season, he just says he got rid of the brace because it was bothering him too much. Into the box. What a save as Morales goes high into the air.
Fantastic job by Morales there. As we talked about earlier, always great to have a goalkeeper that's willing to come out and win balls like that.
Boy, Morales has sacrificed that body a couple of times. One more look, hits hard on the ground. A couple of times he's gone high into the air and come down hard.
Yeah, win, lose, or draw, he's going to be feeling it tomorrow.
Another opportunity here for Skutt. Inside 1 minute to go.
As this game goes on, the legs just get a little bit tired, and guys can get a step on you late with the challenge and give up a free kick in a dangerous area here.
Here is Andrew Davidson. Davidson with the shot on, tipped away. Morales again with the save.
Good shot, tests Morales. He's up for it. Just a little tip over the bar. Great little bending ball up and over the wall with a little spin.
Here's a corner kick opportunity. It'll be Davidson again with the corner, sends it in. And cleared. Actually off of Skutt, so that will be the goalie kick. And that will do it here in this second half of play. We've got overtime for the Class B state championship. It's on the line between Columbus and Skutt. No score after regulation. So these two teams will take a 5-minute break. They'll come back for 2 10-minute overtime periods. And if someone scores within those 10-minute overtime periods, it's not over until the completion of the entire overtime. We'll have the final 20 minutes coming your way right here on NET. What a save.
Talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska is the only state in the nation served entirely by public power electric utilities? Community-owned utilities mean Nebraskans are working for Nebraskans. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you. Let's talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska's electric utilities are governed by locally elected or appointed boards and councils? This means you have a voice in the decisions made by your local utility. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go. What?
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
NET is planning a spring road trip and you're invited. We're heading to Chadron, Alliance, Scotts Bluff, Gary, Mitchell, Sidney, Llewellyn, Ogallala, and Brule. Join NET and Alliance and Llewellyn for NET Radio's Friday Live broadcasts. In Brule, be part of the audience and meet the panel of Backyard Farmer with Lake McConaughey as a beautiful backdrop. There are fun PBS Kids events scheduled where the family can meet jet propulsion from Ready, Jet, Go. Be the first to watch the NET news documentary, Small Town Cops. Speak with NET leadership about the great things happening in your town. For a list of all the free events, dates, and times in your area, visit netnebraska.org/on-the-road.
NET Sports brings you all the action from the NSAA Girls State High School Soccer Championships, Tuesday, May 14th, live from Creighton University in Omaha. Class B begins at 5 p.m. Central, with Class A starting at 7:30 p.m. Central on NET. A live webcast will be available at netnebraska.org or on the NET Nebraska app.
So back at Morrison Stadium here in Omaha, Nebraska, on the campus of Creighton University, along with Jeff Weller, I'm Larry Putney. Ryan Mix is on the field. Great to have you with us here as we head to overtime in Class B. Here are the overtime rules. We'll play 2 10-minute halves. They will play those 2 in their entirety, regardless of whether or not someone scores. If we are still tied after those first 2 10-minute halves, then we will go to PKs, in which each team selects 5 players for penalty kicks, and whoever leads after that is the winner. And then we do that again another time if we're still tied after that, and that would be sudden death. If one team scores, another team doesn't, then we're done. A lot of action to get to before we get to that point, though, here in this overtime period. I want to remind you, if you'd like a DVD of today's game from the NSAA Soccer Championships, just give us a call at 800-868-1868. $19.95 plus shipping and handling, and you can relive all of this excitement from this year's Class B State Championship for years to come. Again, 800-868-1868, or log on to our website, follow the prompts to order your copy of these state high school championships. Ben Bosbach, Ryan Savadil there getting fired up and ready. Justin Zabawa, no nails left. Fingernails, that is. They have been chewed off.
Gets down to the nervy time here. Legs start to get a little heavy as you get into this extra time.
Yeah. So Skutt won the toss, and Skutt has elected to defend this time the south goal. They won the first toss to start the game and elected to defend the north goal. They're switching it this time. They will defend the south goal, which means Columbus will be taking. So here we go in the overtime.
Looking to go with maybe the different mentality or the different approach here. Get that first goal early. Hope that you can get the momentum from that and then kind of hang on in that second overtime period and kill the clock.
Ivan Lopez sends it ahead. Esch trying to chase it down. Will he make it there? No. Good ball ahead there by Lopez, though. Found the running Esch down the near sideline. Good ball handling there by Monsibias. Drops it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with nifty footwork. He's good on ball, just a freshman. Robledo stays with it after going off the defender. And it must have been a handball. Look at Israel Robledo, another freshman for Columbus. 3 freshmen playing varsity for this Discoverers squad. O'Doherty sends it up. Not handled by Skutt. Had an opportunity to control. Here's Rodriguez again. Right back to him. Rodriguez will push. He's not afraid to attack from that back.
Not at all. Very confident on the ball. Very confident going forward.
A little tug there, not called, but ball handled by Barrow there. Back to Monsibias. Monsibias with it. Staying organized on that back line is Skutt. And now has it taken away. Oh, good take there by Sitta. Vasco Sitta, whose mom and dad are watching from Milan, Italy. He's from Milan, Italy. They're not on vacation. Played on. Here's Lopez to the streaking McMeekin. And it'll be a corner kick. Avery McMeekin along that far sideline. Oh, check that, it went out before the corner. Another throw in here upcoming for the Discoverers.
Seeing the Columbus outside backs get more involved as they look to make runs forward and deliver some balls into the box.
Bosbach with it. Skutt plays back, resets. Here's ahead. Here's Voss. Let's go down to the field to Ryan Mix.
All right, guys. Well, both teams don't have a ton of experience in overtime this year. Skutt has played just 2 overtime matches. They split those. They defeated Mount Michael and lost to South Sioux City. And Columbus is 3-1 in overtime, 2-0 in shootouts. Their only loss came to SCOTUS in sub-district, so Columbus with a slight edge of experience in overtime.
Yeah, those 2 overtime games for Skutt in back-to-back matches against, as you said, Mount Michael and South Sioux. The defending state champion, South Sioux City Cardinals.
Right between.
Antonio Jimenez will fire this one in. Here's Rodriguez right back into Esch. Esch in the 18, nope. Esch still with it. Robledo spins and sends it back in and then cleared out by Skutt.
Good ball in there by Rodriguez.
Look out. Skutt with an opportunity here. Still with it, staying with it is Archer. And a nice job defensively again by Barrow. And Barrow now down.
Good effort by Archer to stay on and get on the end of that through ball. Great recovery by Barrow, though, to get his body in front of there and clear it out at the last minute. These guys are giving everything they've got at this point in time, and the legs are definitely heavy.
So they're going to check in on Barrow, and we'll take a quick timeout.
Sportsmanship revolves around the student section, athletes, coaches, and most of all, parents.
Know your role as a spectator and positively contribute your part.
Cheer for your team instead of cheering against the opponent. No championship is worth more than your character.
We ask all involved to choose your colors wisely and show support in a positive way.
NET Television expands your mind, enlightens your mind, inspires your mind, educates your mind, entertains your mind. NET Television opens up new worlds to you. Explore, travel, learn, discuss, debate. NET Television keeps you informed. Music, theater, dance, art, news. NET Television awakens your dreams, seeks to serve, strengthens our communities. We are Nebraskans. We are NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
Well, here's another look at the injury to Barrow. He has walked off and seems to be okay. That's what it was, a kick to the face. Trailing foot got him. First overtime period here in Omaha, Morrison Stadium. Skutt has had a first opportunity here, a good opportunity on a through ball. Archer had a chance at it. McMean with it, sends it back. Here's Bosback. Far side there with Hoodie. Looking for the cross. Tipped away by Sitta. Corner upcoming.
You can hear Coach Justin Zabalo on that as they get guys in those dangerous areas in the corner looking to deliver a cross, yelling, get numbers in the box, get numbers in the box. Both groups, as they get into those wide areas, looking to get those crosses in. It's important that they get those numbers in the box, get those opportunities. Swarm.
Corner by Voss is headed away. Good ahead by Salazar. Handled well there by Robledo. Back to Salazar.
Columbus has a chance to break there. Skutt does a nice job, though, of getting numbers behind the ball and getting themselves organized. If you notice, it looks like Columbus has actually moved Ivan Lopez back to center back spot, playing alongside Vasco Sitta there. We've seen that some other times in the tournament as they were looking to protect a lead. Maybe they're looking to play this one out, get to those penalty kicks at this point in time.
No. Well, it's been difficult for Ivan Lopez to get any good looks. The back line of this Skyhawk team has done a terrific job on him. So you're right, he's on the back line now. Juan Rodriguez back into the game now for the Discoverers, as well as Giovanni Rodriguez. 1 minute to go here in this first overtime period. Ash tries to control and does, and then gets knocked off. Good ball one there by Giovanni Rodriguez, but he'll be called with the infraction.
Skutt tries to play a little quicker there, see if they can catch Columbus a little flat-footed.
10 seconds to go here. Throw in. One final chance here for Skutt, and they won't get it. One overtime period in the books. We've played now 90 minutes. The score is the same as it was 90 minutes ago. No scores between Skutt and Columbus. The final overtime period when we come back here on NET Sports.
Sportsmanship is the positive and professional support of players and athletes alike in the spirit of competition.
More important than the scoreboard or the season record is our attitude and behavior in the field of competition.
Sportsmanship has become a lost art, and sometimes we needed to be reminded of this.
Always remember to win with class and lose in style. Respect the game, and most importantly, respect each other.
NET Television expands your mind, enlightens your mind, inspires your mind, educates your mind, entertains your mind. NET Television opens up new worlds to you. Explore, travel, learn, discuss, debate. NET Television keeps you informed. Music, theater, dance, art, news. NET Television awakens your dreams, seeks to serve, strengthens our communities. We are Nebraskans. We are NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
Morrison Stadium here in Omaha, Nebraska, on the campus of Creighton University. We are in our second overtime period between third seed Columbus and number 1 seed Omaha Skutt. Still no score between these two Class B teams. I'm Larry Putney along with Jeff Weller. Ryan Mix is on the field. Good to have you with us as we head toward this final 10 minutes. And I think where they put Ivan Lopez here will be telling as to what the strategy is here for Columbus in this last 10, and it looks like they're going to put him on the back line.
Yep, looks like he's sliding in there right next to Sitta in that back line. Signals maybe to us that they're looking to play this one out, take this to penalties.
They like their chances in PKs, huh? Well, he's had such a difficult time getting anything going against this Skutt team that you want to use him in the way that you would seem to benefit the most. And right now, that seems like where they would benefit the most is to have him in back.
Yeah, absolutely. They started to have a little bit more success as, again, him and Ash would come back into deeper midfield to receive the ball. Struggled to get some guys running beyond him, had a few opportunities, but couldn't find anything consistently.
So because Skutt chose the goal in that first overtime period, they will be taking here in this final overtime. Ball ahead here, chased down by Rodriguez. And the throw in the attacking third upcoming for the Skyhawks. Handled there by Trout. Centered, shot across, good opportunity there. Another one fired on, too high.
Dangerous, dangerous ball in there to the near post.
Opportunity there by McMean. Here's another look.
Great job on the individual effort to beat his man there and deliver it into that dangerous area.
Here's McMean again. Bosbach sends it through.
Sitta once again does a very nice job of keeping everything in front of him, denying the opportunity for his man to turn.
Trout wanted a call there, didn't get it. Shot is wide by Davidson. 13 shots on goal for Skutt, 4 for Columbus. Scoreboard says 13. We have 16 shots on goal. That's Glenn Sisto. I'll trust Glenn all day. Another opportunity here as Trout takes it in. Lopez right with him.
Little through ball, Lopez right there with him just to kind of get a body on him and see that one out of bounds for the goal kick.
Columbus might have had one good opportunity here in this overtime early on, if I'm not mistaken. Everything else has been Skutt. Not only has been played in their attacking half, but many times in their attacking third in the second half.
Skutt in these overtime periods has had the lion's share of possession, absolutely been able to impose their will. Columbus is bent but not broken so far, though.
So officially now we've got 17 shots on for Skutt, 7 for Columbus. So Skutt has outshot the Discoverers by 10, but still no score. There's going to be a free kick. John Myers will take it for the Skyhawks. Esch got a foot on it to stop it. Tries to control. Here's Davidson with it. Davidson looks in, sends it in. What a good way to high point it there.
Nice job by Sitta to clear there.
Take it away here, Rodriguez. On Ceballos with it. To Salazar, taken away. Here comes Skutt. Davidson with it. Davidson left hands it in. Left foots it in. Five and a half to go here in this second overtime period of Class A. Hey, I want to remind you, if you're tuning in now to catch the Class A state championship game, it's coming up in just a bit here on NET. It'll be Creighton Prep and Omaha South in a much anticipated showdown of those two Class A powerhouses. We're getting bonus action here in Class B as we are in double overtime. No score between Skutt and Columbus. And we've had a sense and a feeling that since dropping Ivan Lopez back early on in this first overtime period, that Columbus just trying to hang on here and send it to penalty kicks. There is the leading scorer for the Discoverers, 23 goals on the year for Ivan Lopez. Coach talked about how hard he's worked in the offseason, that last year, late in the year and late in games, he really struggled.
Dedicated himself in the weight room this offseason. Come back in much better condition, and I think we can look at the stat sheet and see that pay off.
Yeah. Coach says he's one of the top 2 or 3 players to ever play at Columbus since he's been there, John Arlt. Skutt again.
Putting with a great individual effort. Sitta up to the challenge, though, with a great step.
Throw in for the Discoverers.
Great little sliding half tackle there. Just does enough to get the ball away.
Sid has made some big plays back there tonight.
Been very impressed with his position and just his overall use of his body. He's been able to step in and win balls, but then he's been able to start the attack. So he wins it. It's not just kicking it away all the time. He can keep it under control, and then he can start a counter going the other way.
Three minutes to go. Sent into the box. Morales there.
Neither guy able to get much on that one. Just kind of a glance off the back there. It looks like a hoodie.
Crushed by Morales. And now the throw in for Rodriguez. Looked at Esch, not there. Fires it in to Salazar. Substitution coming in now for the Skyhawks. Back in is Owen Archer. Archer in for Patrick Hoodie. Owen Archer, one of 3 leading scorers for this Skutt team. You mentioned it off the top, Jeff. This Skutt team very balanced in its attack. 3 players lead the team with 5 goals on the season, and compare that to Columbus, which has 3 players with 6 goals or better. There is Salazar, who will likely draw a card here, and that's going to be a red card for Salazar.
Late on the challenge there, about a minute and a half left here. The Columbus will be down a man, so you probably see them really bunker it in here, and if they weren't playing for penalties before, they're definitely going to be playing for penalties now.
Absolutely. So Salazar gone to the red card, and now down a man is Columbus.
Walking away, gets the free kick in the back. Late after the ball is gone. Tough way to end your senior season there.
.139 to go. Everybody lined up. The free kick here for Skutt.
At this point in time, you're just looking to get the ball into dangerous areas. In that confusion, you never know what's going to happen.
Back in for the substitution is Giovanni Rodriguez. Rodriguez in for Avery McMeekin. As time ticks down. Lopez fires that away. Headed back in. Now Lopez after it again. Out of the box again with the save. Gather it in as Morales.
I guess we'll see him take his time here to get this one off.
Absolutely. Deep ball. Well handled by Skutt. Maybe one more opportunity here for Skutt on the run. 30 seconds to go. Far side. That's going to be called on checked out Owen Archer.
Columbus in no hurry to take this one.
Well, time is going to tick away here. 10 seconds to go. We have played now 100 minutes of soccer in Class B, and there is no score between Omaha Skutt Catholic and the Columbus Discoverers. And we are headed to PKs.
Now you get into the real mental game within this game. Lots of different approaches you can take to the penalty kicks here. You can pick your 5 guys. They don't have to be guys that were on the field. Some coaches like to put somebody at the beginning of that 5 that's for sure going to make it. Some like that to wait for the end for that most composed player to be ready to take that 5th one.
That's what's on the line when we come back.
I've structured my whole life around the idea of giving back. It's critical that all of us support NET, and my philosophy is if you're using something and you like it, then you need to support it. All my life, I've been blessed with opportunities, but I get more back than I give. It's critical that we as citizens of the state reach out and help fund the programs. Well, it would be very unfortunate if we did not have NET in Nebraska. And there would be a real vacuum in the state if we lost NET. If you're watching NET, you should give so that you can support its continuation at the level that it is. It's a very high-level quality production. That wouldn't happen if you didn't give. I'm Cecil Biker from Omaha, Nebraska. I watch, listen, and support NET.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by Education Quest, Nebraska Methodist College, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Soybean Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Back in Morrison Stadium in Omaha, along with Jeff Weller, I'm Larry Putney. Ryan Mix down in the field, as well as both teams now on the field getting ready for penalty kicks. We have played through our first 2 overtime periods. No score, 100 total minutes. So first shot for Skutt will be taken by Ben Bosbach. Ben Bosbach to face Alex Morales. Each team will choose 5 players. They will alternate. Whichever team leads after these 5 penalty kicks is a state champ. There is no better drama than PK. Here is Bosbach. Got it!
Straight down the middle, it struck hard, it'll work. Lots of different theories and ways you can play this one. Lots of people will tell you just come out. If you practice it, you got a routine. Just get up there, hit it as hard as you can to the spot you know you can make.
So Columbus will trot out Ivan Lopez, their leading scorer for their first PK. He will face Zach Wise. Here is Lopez. Got it.
Great
shot
penalty
by Lopez in the corner.
Well taken by Lopez.
Up next for Skutt Catholic, here comes Andrew Davidson. Davidson took many of the corner kicks tonight for Skutt. We are tied at 1 apiece. Davidson, Morales in goal. Off the crossbar and in. What a shot by Davidson.
Top corner like that is an unsavable penalty. Risky to go high with it, because more than likely you could put it over the bar, but an unsavable one.
What a shot by Davidson. So here is Antonio Jimenez for Columbus. Wise in goal. Jimenez trying to tie it at 2. Save! Wise, what a save!
Well struck, just a good save by the goalkeeper.
So now the pressure on Morales to make a save. There is Wise, and the big save for Skutt. Good. Sean Myers put it in.
Back to that top corner, very confident from the Skutt guys so far, stepping up there and taking these.
And now almost a must make here for Kevin Lopez, the junior mid. Now down 3-1, trying to pull back to within one. Wise just came up with the big save. Can he do it again? Lopez got it.
Well taken by Lopez there.
Here's another look.
Steps up with the confidence, just side foots it.
Trotting in now is Caleb Voss, the left-footed. Voss. Got it. Looked like it got a hand of Morales. But the pace was great from Voss, and it's 4-2. This is a must-have for the Discoverers. Juan Rodriguez, the freshman, must have this goal, or Skutt wins the state title. Got it! Just underneath Wise. Still alive. And this now for Skutt for a state championship.
Confident.
Here comes Patrick Hoodie, the senior.
Confident penalty by the freshman there.
Hoodie, the senior for Skutt. Morales must have the save. If Hoodie gets it, Skutt wins a state title. Skutt wins the championship in PKs.
Credit to Hoodie there. Has the miss in regulation, comes back in a big, big moment there. Controls the emotions and just comes up and easily puts it in.
A sixth state championship for Skutt Catholic. And what a season for the Discoverers. They finished 16-5, making it to the finals. And a two-time now runner-up for Columbus. When we come back, we'll hand out medals and trophies. There's the kick that gave Skutt a state title.
Talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska is the only state in the nation served entirely by public power electric utilities? Community-owned utilities mean Nebraskans are working for Nebraskans. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you. Let's talk about public power for a second. Did you know Nebraska's electric utilities are governed by locally elected or appointed boards and councils? This means you have a voice in the decisions made by your local utility. Just another way your electric utility shows how public power works for you.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go.
What? College visit!
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
NET is planning a spring road trip and you're invited. We're heading to Chadron, Alliance, Scottsbluff, Gary, Mitchell, Sidney, Llewellyn, Ogallala, and Brule. Join NET and Alliance and Llewellyn for NET Radio's Friday Live broadcasts. In Brule, be part of the audience and meet the panel of Backyard Farmer with Lake McConaughey as a beautiful backdrop. There are fun PBS Kids events scheduled where the family can meet jet propulsion from Ready, Jet, Go. Be the first to watch the NET News documentary, Small Town Cops. Speak with NET leadership about the great things happening in your town. For a list of all the free events, dates, and times in your area, visit netnebraska.org/on-the-road.
NET Sports brings you all the action from the NSAA Girls State High School Soccer Championships Tuesday, May 14th, live from Creighton University in Omaha. Class B begins at 5 p.m. Central, with Class A starting at 7:30 p.m. Central on NET. A live webcast will be available at netnebraska.org or on the NET Nebraska app.
What a finish in Class B. Patrick Hoodie puts it in. That makes Skutt 5 for 5 on PKs and a 6th state championship for the Skyhawks. Medal and trophy presentation time, and for that, we go to Chad Price.
Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we're pleased to present the Sportsmanship Award for Class B. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The sportsmanship program is exclusively presented by Concordia University, Nebraska, now proudly partnering with Concordia University, Irvine, California, and offering the nation's #1 graduate program in coaching, athletics administration, and exercise sciences. Making the presentations from Concordia University is Jason Whitus, Concordia University, Nebraska men's soccer coach. The Class B Sportsmanship Award winner is Omaha Skutt Catholic High School. Congratulations, Omaha Skutt. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, Assistant Director Ron Higdon, and U.S. Bank Representative Scott McElroy. Here are the awards for the 2019 Class B runner-up Columbus High School. Will head coach John Arlt and your assistants please step to the middle of the field to present the silver medals to each of your team members. Players, as your name is called, please come forward to receive your medal. Number 0, Alejandro Morales. Number 1, Micah Seelock. Number 2, Adrian Pedraza Reyes. Number 3, Vasco Sita. Number 4, Antonio Jimenez Espino. Number 5, Ivan Rios Lopez. Number 6, Victor Salazar. Number 7, Jairo Rodriguez. Number 8, Kevin Palma Lopez. Number 9, Avery McMeekin. Number 10, Jorge Monsivais Hernandez. Number 11, Jesus Barro Partida. Number 12, Luis Chacon Gonzalez. Number 14, Juan Rodriguez. Number 15, Alexander Ortiz Espinoza. Number 16, Garrett Esch. Number 17, Blake Thompson. Number 18, Chase Trotta. Number 20, Alexander Larson. Number 21, Talon Strong. Number 22, Israel Robledo. And number 24, Christian Dierkop. And now, here is the 2019 NSAA Class B runner-up trophy. Congratulations, Columbus High School. And now to the 2019 Class B champions, Omaha Skutt Catholic High School. First, head coach Justin Zabawa, we have a special award for you. Coach, would you and your assistants please present the gold medals to the members of your championship team? Number 0, Zachary Weiss. Number 1, Joshua White. Number 2, Benjamin Bosbeck. Number 3, Owen Archer. Number 4, Caleb Voss. Number 5, Samuel Payne. Number 6, Ryan Zavadil. Number 7, Colin Kiekler. Number 8, Carson Lindquist. Number 9, Andrew Davidson. Number 10, John Myers. Number 11, Robert Trout. Number 12, William McMean. Number 13, Zachary Urata. Number 14, Samuel Vandenberg. Number 15, Connor O'Doherty. Number 16, Ryan Witt. Number 17, Parker Toth. Number 19, Patrick Hoodie. Number 21, Nicholas Chambers. Number 23, Kyle Hansen. Number 24, Charles Fletcher. Presenting the team championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance is Vice President of Agencies, Andy Kraus, to head coach Justin Zabawa. And now, for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2019 NSAA Class B State Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Omaha Skutt Catholic High School.
Well, what a finish in Class B. It goes to PKs, and Skutt is flawless in their 5 attempts, and they come out with that school's 6th state championship. Congratulations once again to the Skutt Skyhawks, who are 2019 Class B state champions. What a great season as well for Columbus. The Discoverers finished runner-up here in 2019. The celebration ensued. When we come back, we'll hear from the champs right here from Morrison Stadium in Omaha.
Head trauma and concussion risk minimization is a priority of the NSAA. When in doubt, sit them out.
Some common symptoms of concussions are dizziness, confusion, and nausea.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course annually.
For more information regarding concussion management and return to play protocol, visit our website, nsaahome.org. When in doubt, sit them out.
Fitbits for cows. That's one of the stories we're telling for our new series, What If? We're traveling Nebraska to show you innovators with different approaches, ideas, creations, inventions. What If? A new series about innovation and creativity. Coming Thursday, June 13th to NET.
I took astronomy from Carl Sagan in 1977. The guy had a huge influence on me. Cosmos on PBS was Carl Sagan's lectures with fabulous graphics.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
PBS and I are a perfect match. It's just wonderful programming, not just for kids, but for all of us.
Carry on. Don't you people have school to work on?
Think Wednesday on PBS for stories from the world around us. Stories from the saddle.
When you get that relationship, sky is the limit.
Ancient warriors.
Eurasian nomads unlocked the power of horses.
And blasting off.
A rocket revolution is upon us.
For stories that get you closer to life. Think Wednesday, starting at 8/7 Central. Think PBS.
Coverage of the 2019 NSAA Boys Soccer Championships on NET is made possible in part by Education Quest, Nebraska Methodist College, Nebraska Public Power District, and Nebraska Soybean Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium. Omaha Skutt Catholic claims a Class B state championship. We're here with the Champs head coach, Justin Zabawa. Well, it took 100 minutes and some PKs, but how great of a feeling is this to be a state champ?
It's the best feeling you could have. To come back and coach at your alma mater and win a state title with them is something special.
2015, you guys came up short when you were head coach, and how much motivation did that provide for you? None of those players were a part of that team, but for you to come back and avenge that.
Yeah, I mean, I was a second-year coach at that time, so I learned a lot from that experience. And we were able to take some of that, and I came with a lot more of a calm approach to today's game than I did back in 2015. And you kind of saw on the field, we had been conditioning for 7 weeks before this, and you saw that come into play tonight. We were able to go for those 100 minutes, and when it came down to it, we were able to put our shots in the net on that PK.
What about just the battle with Columbus? They put up a really good fight, back and forth, obviously went to the wire. Just speak about their effort tonight.
Yeah, they were a physical team, and they didn't quit. They had a motor. Every time we got the ball in the midfield, it seemed like there was 2, 3, 4 guys there, and that's one of our strengths, and they really shut that down and caused us some problems. We really weren't able to get a lot going offensively, but luckily our defense was strong, and our goalkeeper came up huge.
Speaking of, let's bring him in, Zach Weiss, sophomore goalkeeper. So for a PK situation and a shootout, obviously tons of pressure on you. Tell me what's going through your head.
Oh, I just thought, I knew no matter what happened, my boys would be behind me. So I went in confident and got one big save, and the boys put all their shots in. They did everything they could.
And once you did get that save, how much confidence does that give you in net?
Oh, it gives you tons, especially when you know everyone else is going to make their shots. You know that you're going to get a win. And it gives you motivation to go for the rest, and they put in good PKs, but our boys came up big.
You had a really impressive postseason in general. If you put together the district matches too and the state tournament, Skutt had 6 games. You didn't allow a goal in any of them. So as a sophomore, how were you able to put together a performance like that?
That's 100% my defense. When they're able to limit teams to 3 shots a game, there's not much I can do wrong, especially when they're limiting them to bad shots, and just this whole postseason they've been on fire.
You want to give a shout out to the Goose, and this is Michelle, is that right?
Yeah, this is Michelle. She's our team mascot. We love her to death.
All right, congrats, Zach. Let's bring in Patrick Hoodie, the senior. Patrick, big time goal for you, and it avenged, an earlier missed PK you had. How good of a feeling was it to put that second one in the back of the net?
Oh, it's just the best feeling I could have asked for. Just getting revenge, So,
What about to end your high school career with the state championship? What does that mean to you?
It's just working so hard with a couple of the other seniors for so long. It's the best feeling, and I'm just glad that we did it right.
Tell me what's going through your head. as someone who's a goal scorer trying to put it in the back of the net, the PK? Are you just picking a side, or what's the process to hit that shot?
Yeah, I just wanted to pick a side and focus on where I hit it so I don't mess it up again, you know? Yeah.
Well, you certainly didn't. Omaha Skutt Catholic state champions in Class B. It's their 6th state title in school history for the Skyhawks as they win in thrilling fashion over Columbus. We'll be back with more on NET.
Keep connected to what's happening in your state government by visiting netnebraska.org/capital. Nebraska Capital Live brings you daily coverage of important decisions that are happening from the floor of the legislature, Nebraska's courts, legislative hearings, and from the governor's office. Wherever you go, you can always stay informed with Nebraska Capital Live at netnebraska.org/capital or on the free NET Nebraska app at netnebraska.org/apps.
I love the science shows. I love the sports aspect of things. For radio, morning edition, news in the evening, Car Talk's been a favorite for a long time. So a lot of great programming, even dating back when I was young watching Sesame Street, believe it or not.
What's going on around here?
And the Electric Company. NET provides incredible programming that a lot of commercial stations just don't offer. It's quality programming without a lot of noise. To get involved helps ensure the quality programming for a prolonged period of time down the road.
Insightful discussion on important issues for Nebraskans. That's what you'll get on Speaking of Nebraska. Each week on NET Television and NET Radio, we'll cover a wide range of issues like the economy, environment, government, agriculture, and more. We'll also look at what's happening in the unicameral and share some Nebraska history. Speaking of Nebraska, Thursday night at 8 Central on NET and Friday night at 6:30 Central on NET Radio.
Welcome back to Morrison Stadium. The final once again, Skutt wins it in a shootout. 1-0 the final, 5-3 in the shootout. And what a finish here to this Class B state championship. Want to remind you, you can pick up a DVD copy of this state championship game by calling 800-868-1868 or logging on to our website at netnebraska.org/sports. Again, give us a call, 800-868-1868, and you can relive these memories for a lifetime. And it was one of those memory type of games, one that's going to go down whenever you go to PKs for a state title. That's one you remember, huh, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely. Hard-fought game by both teams. Go the maximum today, and you get the drama of Patrick Hoodie, who misses a PK in regulation, comes up for the 5th kick and gets to finish his senior year on that note.
Well, you see the two teams standing by awaiting their warm-up time, and that is the Class A state championship, which is coming up next right here on NET. That will be Omaha South taking on Creighton Prep, and what a showdown this is going to be. It's the highly anticipated 3rd matchup between these two teams. Each team has taken one of the previous two. Not only is this the rubber match, but it's for a state championship for two of the most successful programs in recent history here on this field at Morrison and state championships. I think we're both looking forward to this one.
Absolutely, can't wait. Should be a dynamic game with a great atmosphere and a great crowd.
Omaha South won the first matchup between the two. Creighton Prep came back and took the second win. Candidly, even Coach Hoover will tell you it probably didn't matter a lot. Creighton had more to prove in that game. Omaha South maybe was a bit lethargic. I think we're going to get the best effort from both teams here for a state title.
Absolutely. This is even the second time that they've played out here on this field. This is, I believe, the first year they played the Metro Final here. So, I don't think you're going to see anybody that has any nerves. They know each other really well. They're excited about this rivalry. You're going to see two dynamic midfields that come out. They're really the strengths of both teams.
Well, that's going to do it for here at Morrison Stadium. I want to remind you, we will be back. We're going to break away from this program. We'll be back for the Class A state championship game at 8. What time was it? 8:12 is what I'm being told by our producer, Brock Lohr. 8:12, we'll be back here for the start of the Class A state championship game between Creighton Prep and Millard South. For Jeff Weller, Ryan Mix, and the entire NET Sports production crew, I'm Larry Putney. Thanks for watching the NSAA Soccer Championships on NET. We'll see you right back here for the Class A title game at 8:12 on NET Sports.